Man, I promise I'ma take it to the peak. I was on fuels, now I'm on full, no pool. I remember when my tank was on E.
I swear.
Bet on me, bet on me, bet on me,
Come on.
bet on me,
Right.
bet on me,
Get up.
bet on me, bet on me, bet on me. Hey!
Hey,
Oh,
we're back again.
shit.
Welcome to Turnbuckles and Turntables. I am your host, JJ Mosley. This is your host right here, Vicetti B.
In the place to be.
And welcome, man.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello.
Back at it again. I know it's been a long time, but we back at it again.
Yep.
We never
What's up?
left. Like we never left. What's
Well,
going on, Doc? What's going on?
Nothing much. Just getting everything settled. A lot's happened in the last 100 years since our last recording. Got a new house, moved in.
Let's just act like we just never talked, right? Just act like we never talked.
Yeah. Just getting everything settled in and everything, but we doing good. Just getting ready for the upcoming holiday and everything. How about you?
Been doing good, brother. Doing good. Just been working and stuff like that, and take care of a little one and everything. So
I know all about that.
Same old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They tell me there was a pay-per-view last night.
Yeah, AEW was it Full Gear, right?
It looks like we missed a hell of a show. I was looking at the card before we got on air. We're on air, but
we're on air.
before we got online, before we started recording, and I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm looking at this damn card, and I'm like, damn, this is fucking stacked. Of course, everybody's talking about the fucking
death match,
that frenzy shit. Yeah, the death match. What was going on there? I was seeing the highlights and shit like that. I've always loved Swerve. I ain't know he got born like that.
Swerve was a star, man.
Him and Cowboy, right?
Yep, Hangman.
Yeah.
Cowboy shit.
What'd you see? Did you see the highlights of that?
I seen some highlights of it. Included lots of barbed wire, glass. I seen this dude swerved at a 450 on the Hangman with the glass. The glass was on Hangman's body. He did a 450 on it. Like Jesus, some squeamish type stuff.
I mean, I guess
I think I told you before the show. There's a spot where Hangman was drinking Swerve's blood.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold nobody. I ain't. That's weird.
Not for the lighthearted. That was a little crazy.
I've always fucked with Swerve. I never had a problem with Hangman. I always thought he was a good wrestler. I know he's one of the homegrown talents there, and
I like his finisher.
Hate on him at all, and I wouldn't if I could. But I'm just saying, he's really good at what he does, and I've seen the highlights. It's not my cup of tea. And so once I acknowledge something ain't my cup of tea, I don't like going in on it because it's not that I'm not this designated audience for that shit. I like extreme shit to an extent, but I think the drinking of the blood, that shit does nothing for me. I respect it to an extent. I try not to hate on nobody or hate on nothing. Yeah. You gotta have some type of toughness to do shit like that. Right. But I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, somebody likes the shit, they like the shit. I fuck with Swerve especially. I ain't know he could get down like that. So there's a little bit of respect there. But I mean, you can have shit like that. I mean, it don't really do nothing for me. Every now and then spots like that, but crazy shit like that, but it ain't really for me.
No,
but I'm happy for Swerve. I'm happy he's getting some type of spotlight.
Yo, that theme song is going crazy too right now.
The theme song? Yeah, he can rap. He can rap his ass off.
It's going
better than Street Profits' new theme song.
Street Profits?
Yeah, that new theme song don't do shit for me. I understand they needed to change.
Yeah, it don't do
I barely understand what it's saying. It's just fucking background.
I miss with Carlitos.
You heard it,
I mess with Carlitos. Yeah,
man.
I like Carlitos. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you said that. Listen, my thing when wrestlers like from back in the day come back, a lot of times when they change the theme song, I'm just like everybody else. I'm like, why? Like, why do you gotta fuck with something that ain't broke? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So,
Right.
like when Drew McIntyre came back, I like his song now. It's not bad, but it's not broken fucking dreams. Like, why do you have to change that? Just keep it. Like Jim Johnston ain't do shit to you. Like, why you trying to fuck with Jim Johnston like that? Fuck it. Lashley, the shit he's got now is fine. The shitty date that he returned it was garbage.
Yeah.
Just keep with but they could have kept hell will keep calling your name. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that was a banger, bro. Like they always do that. So I mean, and most of the time, they're wrestlers are worse off for it. And a lot of people, like I saw it on Twitter, even Carlito said he didn't want to change his theme song. People love the "I Spit in the Face" song. It never did like much for me. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. So like when he like came back with the thing he's got now, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm fucking with that.
I mess with it. I
think everybody's on the wrong side of history on this, man. that's a good little joint.
Yeah, I mess with it.
You know what quote is?
Yeah.
It reminds me. I think I could get into that type of music more if I was exposed to it in the right way.
Yeah,
like, I'd be like jamming to that shit when it came out. I guess a week or two ago now.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with it heavy.
Yeah.
Is there a theme song? You were telling me this before. You said they need to come back. Sheamus's old theme song needs to come back.
No, I ain't say Sheamus. I said Shayna.
Oh. Oh, you can see the confusion. I don't even remember how the old song went, but I'm sure it's better than what you got now.
It's like one of those.
Oh, one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one a little bit better. What are the theme songs? I learned to love Sheamus's.
I like his new one better. I'm one of the few people that's another one where I think the new one's better than the old one. I never liked Written in My Face, but when he debuted,
yeah, you're bugging with that.
The pale white light, I thought that was way cooler. But I know a lot of people like Written in My Face. I wouldn't be mad if it came back. That ain't one of the ones I ride for like the others, like the Lashley and the Drew.
Yeah, I saw you say that. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, as far as I don't want to shut the door on AEW that quick, but fuck, I mean, I didn't watch the pay-per-view, so I don't want to about somebody watch. It's fake shit.
MJF won on one leg against Jay White, I guess.
Yeah, he's still a babyface, right? Yeah.
MJF,
yeah, he is. I never thought he'd pull off a babyface this damn well, but he's doing a great job.
He's doing it.
Have you seen what they're talking about with the attendance and all that?
Oh yes. Oh God, there's attendance to ratings. Yes.
What do you think about it?
I mean, obviously people like AEW, right?
Mm-hmm.
They like regardless. I think it's more for I don't think it's for casuals per se. I don't think AEW is for casuals. I don't think so. It's more for like that, the hardcore. That's why they bring in guys like Okada or like the Jay Whites and all that, right? They just going through. I think they're just going through growing pains right now. With them bringing in Will Ospreay or whatever, I don't know if that's a needle mover, but it could turn some heads. But it's one of those hardcore, things where I don't know if it's much of a needle mover, you know.
I mean, we
Um,
don't.
huh?
I mean, he's never wrestled on a mainstream stage either. So how do we know he's not a needle mover?
I mean, he's wrestled on AEW a few times, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Excuse me.
I'm not. He should have
I
came.
love the Osprey move. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, no, it's dope.
I
No,
think WWE would have easily signed him too. I could be wrong, but I believe Triple H would have signed him, and I think
man,
everybody. I
I
think
think they holding out for the
getting on
MJF.
the move now, huh?
I think they're holding out for the MJF bidding.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting time when his contract comes up.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting.
Um,
Oh,
I understand.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna add a little bit to the attendance thing. I don't
Oh
know if
yes.
people are still hot on the trails of it, but I saw it a lot in the last few weeks, and we ain't recorded since.
Mm,
Here's my 2 cents of it.
mm,
Having a big magnifying glass on shit like that is annoying, but it almost comes with the game. Like I remember years ago, SmackDown was under the same scrutiny. Of course, you didn't have the tribalism of the shit where there was another fan base to shit on it. But I remember people were shitting on SmackDown. I remember they tapered an entire side of the crowd off for an episode of SmackDown. Even SummerSlam a couple years ago, like WWE goes through the same thing. So it's
yep.
part of the game. It's an annoying
Part of the
part
game.
of the game, but that's just what it is. Especially when you're promoted as a main stage, which AEW has successfully done that.
Right.
Um, I hate it when WWE fans get pleasure out of it and they're showing pictures of it
Like
like it never happened to WWE. Like it's happened to WWE. It's
like
happened
Steve,
years
see
ago.
the failing. Like
Yeah, like
you
they
don't want
want the shit to fail. Like,
you don't want them to fail. It's not good for the wrestling business. It's not.
yeah, that shit's annoying.
It's not.
But at the same time, I mean, there's also like some AEW fans that try to pretend there isn't an AEW attendance problem. Like they'll say shit like that's the hard camera side. It's always like that. It's not always like that. No, it's not. I've been to events. They have sections tapered off. They don't have like they that big of a section tapered off.
Right.
It's not a thing. That's not a real thing. But whatever. I mean, I hope they get it together. I mean, that
I
honeymoon
think they
phase
will.
just doesn't last long. So I mean, that honeymoon phase is over. Now people are looking at them, and a lot of them want to fail. Here's the thing, Jay, and this is with everything. This is with wrestling. This is with music, this is with entertainment, sports, everything. People want you to succeed until you succeed too damn much. Then it's just fun to watch you fall.
Yes,
It's just,
sir.
it's just it's the greatest show
Yep.
on earth at that point to watch somebody fall from a top. And AEW was doing well for a long time.
It was red hot.
Yeah,
It was
they just
red
did it
hot.
on that stadium show. And
Wembley, right? I think they did Wembley. I forgot.
right.
Yeah, they killed. They're killing it. Like they'll. I'm sure they'll get it together. With the names they got on that roster and everything, I think they're gonna do pretty good. I think so.
Yeah, I know that Punk shit was a black eye, and I know it.
Yeah, he's still a merch mover, I guess, over there too.
Yeah,
It's
and
still crazy.
yeah, the thing with I know the Punk shit hurt him, and I respect Tony for doing what he felt he needed to do. He was basically sending a message saying, "Ain't nobody above the rules here. You can't do shit like that. I don't care if you're the number one guy
Still
here.
tough.
Anybody can get it. So I can respect that.
Mhm.
Uh, I hate it for Punk. You know what I mean? But that is what it is. I hope everybody lands where they need to land. I'm curious if Punk's going to be in Survivor Series, but the closer we get to the event, I don't think it's going to happen. I could be wrong though. I hope I'm wrong.
You wanna just go ahead and just talk about like what's been going on this like the past like couple weeks or so with like the whole war games and all that stuff. We probably
Yeah,
get into it. Yeah, we can get into it.
yeah.
We can get into it.
Is Drew part of Judgment Day? Do you think? Or do you think he's just kind of like
Okay.
and if they
Okay. I don't know because if you put Drew in there, then it's like, come on, like what? Me personally, I don't think Drew needs to be in there. They just added JD in there.
Yeah, they're OP as fuck at that point.
Yeah, it's OP.
But at the same time, like I'm curious. I don't think Drew obviously needs to be in Judgment Day, and they don't need him.
No.
I just want to see a heel Drew.
Yes.
And maybe it's more like I did that to, as a
psychopath
type deal.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Very good. Okay, so what do you think about the teams and everything? So I mean, well, it was still got they have that Team Cody has to have one more guy. I got two possibilities. Two.
Yeah.
Obviously the rumor out there is Randy. Right? Randy Orton.
Yeah, that's another reason I don't think Punk returning, because I don't think he's returning the same
Orton.
as Orton. They're not gonna do that.
Which would be kind of interesting if Randy is, because who put him out of action?
Usos.
And who's on Team Cody?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, Jay's demons still following them and then having to be accountable for it. That is that kind of.
Or you can go with the biggest babyface right now, LA Knight, which Cody came over on SmackDown.
Yeah, I halfway think Cody and LA Knight might team up against Jimmy and Solo at Survivor Series.
Do like wait, at Survivor Series?
Yeah.
But they already have. So you think like double duty? Oh, you mean like?
Is Cody officially? Oh, Cody is.
Yeah,
never mind.
He's on the team.
Yeah, that's right. I'm having a fucking brain fart like crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was interesting for him to come out on SmackDown because he's beefing with Judgment Day right now.
Yes,
that's his beef. And it's like last Friday was just to keep it alive with the bloodline. Like just to remind everybody, hey, I still got issues with the
story.
Yeah. So that was his story. It made me forget about the Judgment Day shit for a second because that just happened a couple days ago. I forgot the Judgment Day shit was a thing for a minute. As we're talking.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be really interesting. It's crazy how the Judgment Day went from, coming together and everything. They were losing like a lot. Like a lot. But now they run Monday Night Raw, whatever,
They do.
They do.
I mean, that's a shoot.
They do. I think this is peak Rhea for sure. I think this is her peak. She was already over. Now it's like super over.
Yeah. I'm glad ain't she is she defending her title at Survivor Series?
Yeah, against Zoe.
That's right. That's gonna be good.
Zoe's dope.
The title more.
Zoe's dope.
Win it all.
Zoe's dope. She's super dope.
So, my thing on Zoe.
Yes, sir. They kind of threw her in the deep end, like kind of a little bit.
They did. I would have faith in her. I always enjoyed her in-ring capabilities. She's more than proven herself in that aspect. She killed it with Trish. She killed it in the 5-way. She keeps killing it. Anytime I know the bell's going to ring and she's in it, I'm excited to watch it. Because not only can she wrestle, but she has a presence. A lot of times wrestling ability ain't enough for me. But if you have a presence, that helps. She has a great presence. She has a great look, and she can go. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing I hope she works on, especially in WWE, but just period. Um, I don't believe her when she talks.
You know what? I know kind of noticed that when she was talking to Rhea. I
I
don't
don't
think.
know a word of it.
Yeah, I didn't believe not a word. Now,
I never
obviously,
did.
we both know she can go. Like we both know that, but
Right. I
I
would
don't
never
believe
take
what
away
she's
from her.
saying. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at
Even
all.
when she turned on Nikita on NXT and she was cutting the NXT promo, that you
Oh man,
people, blah, 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 you people, it's she's just the same now as she was then. She hasn't improved, and I'm saying that out of love. Like I'll never come on this show and just shit on somebody just to shit on them. When I do talk negative on someone, it comes from a constructive place.
yes,
Like
yes.
I see her and I see a lot of potential. I think she could really do something. I want to believe her. You
I
know,
agree.
in your promo game to me is I'm a promo guy.
It's mid.
I at least got to believe you. I'll give you an example. Just case in point, you ain't got to be Dusty Rhodes on the mic. You ain't got to be The Rock. You ain't got to be LA Knight. You ain't got to be John Cena. That's not what I'm saying. I just believe. I just want to believe you. Rey Mysterio is a perfect example of that. You know when I really started appreciating Rey Mysterio's promos?
Well,
When they teamed him up with Cain Velasquez for that month. Remember,
oh yeah, yeah,
remember how bad Cain was, and Ray would have
yes,
to save it at the end.
yep.
Ray's never been a great promo. We never think about name your favorite Rey Mysterio promo. Yeah, right. You can't. Like no one's ever said he's a great promo, but I believe him every time he talks.
Right.
And I remember he would have to save it. Like Kane would like be pissing himself on TV, and Ray would save it. So he's a perfect example of that. That's my exhibit A. As far as like you don't have to be this great promo to at least have me believe you when you speak. Even Jeff Hardy's another example.
Oh man.
I believe him when he talks. I believe him. He might
Mhm.
not be killing it on the mic with these zingers and these bars, but I believe you. I want that from Zoe. I just want to believe what she says and her to say what she mean what she says. And right now she ain't doing that. There's time. There's time. But
Yes, she has time. Yes,
that's my main issue with her. And I wish her all the success in the world. I know her and Rhea are gonna destroy it at Survivor Series.
they gonna kill. I know they are.
Oh,
They gonna kill that.
where?
What else is on that? Um, Carlito
Yeah,
and
Carlito Santos. What you
as
thinking? You watch SmackDown?
yeah, watch them. Yeah, yeah.
What did you think of the Santos promo? He's finally here.
Man, this look here, man. This is the Santos I have wanted for a while since he got on the main roster.
You always
This is
wanted,
that he
man.
is the guy. He is that dude, man. I really like Santos
When
as
I
a
think when I think of where Alberto went in
oh
WWE, how far
oh
he went, and I was an Alberto fan, so this is
yeah
not shade,
yeah.
but I feel like whatever Alberto had, or we felt he had, Santos has that and probably a little more. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm gassing him up too much,
He was cooking.
but I feel like he can.
He was cooking.
I think WWE should always want big Latino stars.
I
One,
think
representation. Two, that's a big part of your fan base. So he's perfect for that.
I think that's what the WWE's doing. They're trying to change the narrative of with like that's why we're seeing Nakamura more on Raw with the promos, which I do like.
Yeah,
Um, LWO being on TV and everything and all that and damage control with Kyrie and Io and Asuka. It's all about representation. And I
yeah,
think they're trying to change the narrative of that, and I think they're doing a pretty good job.
yeah. This is the first time. These last few years is the first time you watch a WWE programming, and it isn't like just 85% white people at all times.
Yep, yep. I think they're
You
trying
know
to
what I
change the
mean?
narrative. They are.
It's just very diverse. I mean, you get a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit of everybody.
super diverse.
A lot of Americans, a lot of Europeans, a lot of Latinos, a lot of black people, a lot of Asians. Just you just get it from all across the board. Samoans are always going to represent. It seem like
Yeah,
WWE, but like it's an exciting time.
it
And it
is.
doesn't feel forced either. These are just
No.
talented ass cats. It really just feels like these are the. It feels like WWE is the place where they cherry pick the best in the world from all walks of life right now. Is what it feels like right now. And AEW is doing the same thing. They're very diverse as well.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it goes both ways. But that's a cool thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. And what else? Oh no, I mean Santos is doing his thing with that promo. He did. I think he did a phenomenal job. It's just gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. Will Joaquin and Raul, they were Legado del Fantasma in NXT, and they were they were presented in a different light than what they are
I wonder
on the.
what's going on with that because I wondered. I thought the entire. Let me turn that off. My bad, y'all. I thought the entire crew was gonna turn on Ray. That's what I originally thought was gonna happen. I thought everyone was. I know it was just gonna be Santos, but I like this better because it's more layered.
This dude Ray, man, this dude Ray can't trust nobody, bro.
Ray been burnt so damn much by everybody. Eddie,
Yeah,
Charlie,
everybody's best friend, Eddie and Batista, and
he stays silent, man. The Ray character stays silent.
He does.
He does. Went against him, he still don't change up, man. He changed up a little bit at one point. Not Ray. We gonna stay.
He stayed silent. He did. Tell me what year that was when Ray won the WWE Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And John Cena came out or whatever. He was like, you know what, bro? Hey, I need that championship match.
Yeah, and Ray just being the solid dude he is. All right, okay, John, let's do it. Didn't complain. Didn't ask for a rematch. Didn't get mad when he got fucked over. He had 2 hours with that title. Christian had 5 days, 2 days in real life, and he was pissed. Ray, it's all good, man.
Oh my god! Oh man, that was so funny.
If the meek shall inherit the earth, Ray is he's got the entire planet ahead of him.
I tell you, bro, he man. Oh, speaking of Ray, we can talk about him losing, the U.S. Championship.
Yeah. You see the video Logan did?
Yeah, I see that. I see it.
When he talked about Hunter said that they can't fucking those belts, and he was like, "So they're slapping cheeks with this fucking metal belt."
Oh, but yeah, they don't want to know the paid situation going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I watch. Yeah, man, because people win those belts, and people kiss those things.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Jesus Christ, what a weird time. Anyways,
that's a real thing. Like people sleep with those things.
They do.
I never thought in my head. I guess it's so damn obvious, but yeah, I mean,
they do.
They probably fucking those things too.
Yeah, more than likely.
So I mean, it's crazy to think about, and it just goes from person to person.
Yes, you are.
The next person that beats Logan for it is ain't even gonna think twice about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting who gonna be his next challenger.
I think him and LA Knight got it.
LA Knight
Mania, right?
If you want LA Knight after the championship again, yeah.
I mean, Cody. I mean, he's got to do something. We know he's not gonna go for the world title again anytime soon, even though he is feuding with the Bloodline. So I'm kind of interested in how
Dragon Lee
at Mania.
Oh no! Oh, you talking about Mania?
I'm talking about Mania.
Oh,
that's the only thing I can think of that would make up for, but also like give him a moment is if he fights the the megastar Logan Paul, like big ass Logan Paul at WrestleMania for the U.S. title.
You know what? I could see it. I could see it. Yeah. Why not? He had that moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I
Yeah, I
mean,
can see that.
I think
I
that's
can see
perfect for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you do. I
Ah,
guess Cody and Roman are fighting the Mania. It seems like that's what's going on with that.
yes, it's gonna happen.
Which I'm fine with that. I mean, I know
It's
it's
gonna
gonna be
happen. Yep.
it's a good story. It's gonna be a good match. I mean, that's whatever. I
But
mean, I'm still
boy,
holding up hope.
If Cody does not win, boy, ooh wee. Because they're I see what they're doing. Because if Roman holds the title to like I think it's like to like September or something like that next year,
He beats her.
he's it overtakes Hogan's reign at that of that time. I think it was like I forgot how many days it was.
I know it's 4 years. I know Hogan was 4 years.
Yeah, so yeah, about that time. Yeah, about that time. That's crazy though, bro.
I
Can't
never
you really think about that? That's insane.
close to that.
This man, he's been champion for 3 years, going on could be 4. It's insane to really think about because you'll see people get tired of it. You know, we're in this
I
era where
mean, a lot of people would say they're getting to that point now.
oh, this is a great segue. Ha ha. You already know who I'm about to talk about. You already know. You already know. Mr. Seth Rollins. Mr. Seth Rollins. Now, I'm not saying I
Yeah,
am
let's talk
tired of
about
his
that.
reign. I'm not saying that. It's just there were a few times where I thought, okay, you should probably lose the title. Case in
Which
point,
one was that?
SummerSlam.
You think he should have lost it that early?
He could have. It was very possible.
I mean,
Or
the Finn Balor story would have been interesting with Finn Balor being champ and Damien being Miss Money in the Bank.
yeah.
I did like that idea. But at the same time, I've always said with this new world heavyweight title, we need a long title reign with a respected worker in a main
Yeah,
event.
he's what held it since what May?
Yeah.
I think this is May, right?
And I thought Shinsuke, I was like, well, Shinsuke could beat him because Seth's got the perfect out. He's got a bad back. You can
Which
always
match? The first one or the second one?
either one, especially the second one.
The second one, I thought it was up. I thought I was like, yeah, Seth losing this one. Ain't no way.
And in my back of my mind, I knew it wasn't gonna happen though.
And even with the one with against Drew, I didn't think he was gonna lose. Like I really didn't. I didn't think he was gonna lose.
Yeah, at this point, I didn't either. I would have welcomed it just because it's Drew, but
Yeah,
yeah, I know a lot of people. It seems like people are turning on Seth again. We go through
yeah.
this every couple of years.
Again,
You know, they turned on him in 2018 with the
20. Yo,
or
that
it was
run,
2019. I'm sorry, it was the fucking
that
Beast
run.
Slayer era. What was that?
Yes, 20. That's like 2018.
2019. It was 2019.
No, 2020.
2018 was Intercontinental
Okay,
Championship.
I can tell you this. It was whenever that year where Seth was in that. It was like that gauntlet match. It was on Monday
Yeah,
Night. It was on Raw,
and
and that
everybody was
basically
left set. Yeah,
that catapulted him to a whole nother like stratosphere.
yeah,
He was red hot for like I want to say a good like 6 months,
yeah,
6 7 months.
yeah. People stopped liking him. I mean, he shot himself in the foot. If we're gonna be completely honest, because I know he said some shit on Twitter that people were
Oh yes.
confused about. So I don't want to absolve him from all guilt there,
Yeah.
but it is pretty interesting how people was bored of him then, and then he turned heel and everyone loved him, and then now it's the same thing. People are bored of him again. They don't like him.
Yeah. Here's the thing. They had to turn him face because It was ridiculous.
That's what happens.
Dude.
He gets so hot as a heel, they're forced to turn him face because he's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to cheer for him. And then we're allowed to cheer for him, and it don't take long. People just don't like to cheer for Seth for too long. It seems like. I don't know.
I do like the fact that he's like, I obviously like babyfaces being fighting champions, cool or whatever. But I like how he kind of contemplates like, I give you an open challenge or whatever, but oh damn, I wasn't expecting you to say tonight or whatever. Like he'll do like this.
But at the same time, Sammy said, I don't want to take advantage of you having a fucked up back.
Didn't say that.
And then Seth was like, I ain't no punk bitch. You gonna fight me type shit.
Basically.
Like, you know what I mean? Kind of went that route. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's kind of weird because he, like you said, he kind of does both. Like he wrestles with himself on that. He one thing I didn't like that I really had an issue with.
Yeah.
Is Cody Rhodes comes out.
Oh God.
And says, I'd like to introduce you to the members of my team. And then here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, as a member of Cody Rhodes' team. That should never fucking happen. That's the World Heavyweight Champion. That's the man. He in theory runs the show. This is his show. This is his shit.
Right.
And you got Cody Rhodes. It gave me vibes of CM Punk being WWE champion and John Cena main eventing. That's the vibes it gave me. Like Cody Rhodes is playing that John Cena role, while Seth Rollins is playing that CM Punk role. That's what it reminded me of. I know Cody ain't main evented over Seth at a pay-per-view or nothing, but it's still. But that's the thing it gave me. That should never happen. Seth, if anything, Seth should be introducing the team.
Right.
If anything.
Right.
So, I mean, a little bit of pet peeve there, but that's the old school way of looking at it. The world champion should be the man of the entire show, especially when it's a new title that they're trying to get over.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally hasn't had too much of an issue with the reign. I've enjoyed it. I ain't had a problem with it.
Does the title does it feel secondary?
When it shares
or does it
WWE Championship, yes, it does. On Monday night, it don't. Like when I'm just watching Raw, it feels like the title.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's close because Gunther's killing it, which I know he said recently that he feels he outgrown the Intercontinental Championship. I would like to talk about that later.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Excuse me. I had the flu 2 weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. So when y'all hear me cough and wheeze and shit like that, that's just a little bit of long-term ramifications. Just
I had COVID a couple weeks ago.
Hearing about all that bullshit. Huh?
I had COVID, like I told you, I had COVID a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It doesn't make for good listening. So people hearing snipples and shit like that, I just apologizing in advance. But
yeah, man.
But
what you think about Dragon Lee? Mr. Dragon Lee?
Yeah, I was just showing Jacob, my son. I was just showing him the Dragon Lee and Axiom match from SmackDown. I was like, man, you gonna love this. He was jumping up and down watching that shit, man. Yeah, man. I like him. I hope to see more of him. I know I will see more of him. I hope Cedric. I was just happy to see Cedric get a package a couple weeks ago. I was like, yo, okay. Like, just let him wrestle. He'll get a fan base just based on his wrestling. You know what I mean?
They had him on a dark match.
Let him work. Huh?
They had him on a dark match before SmackDown.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they had him against Cross.
Good.
Which somebody we haven't seen in a while. It's been a while since we've seen Karrion Kross.
Oh my God, Karrion Kross.
Right.
Roster. Right. I don't know what's going on with him, man. I mean, I like I like the character. They got him with his girl. They got the whole entrance and everything. So I don't know why it just isn't like.
There's a disconnect somewhere. It's a disconnect. I have no idea.
I like it,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's just not. I don't know. Is it because he's lost matches? I don't know.
He
Bray
hasn't.
lost
He
matches,
hasn't won. He
and
hasn't won a
he
ton of
didn't
matches.
never. I'm sorry. What?
He hasn't won a ton of matches.
No, he hasn't.
No.
But like I was saying, Bray, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
He would lose matches. Now, after a while, yeah, I mean, it did get to the point where we didn't take him seriously anymore because they just had him lose too much. But he was so connected to the crowd that he could lose these matches and we were still connected to him. And I'm not trying to being compared to Bray Wyatt is an unfair thing to begin with because he's so otherworldly. So I don't want to put that kind of pressure on Karrion, but it can't be just because he's lost matches. Because, like I said, Bray lost matches, and it took a long time for us not to care anymore. With Karrion, he loses the big blow off match. He went over Drew earlier in the year, or was it last year? And still,
Last year.
yeah, and
That's
it
when
never
he first came back. Yeah.
right. It never really made like a big freaking splash. It
They
seems.
can just. They might have to just hit the reset button.
I don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do with him because I mean,
They
I
don't know
like
what to do with him. They don't
uh,
know what to do with Mia Yim.
blame Vince.
Come on, man. Where's AJ? Where's
I don't
AJ?
know. They wrote him off.
Where's
If
AJ?
he's hurt, if he just has some time off, or what.
I know.
Well,
I think
AJ, I
football
don't
season.
know. I think he's
I think football. I think football season's over. I think high school rookies.
That might have been what it was because that was my number one question when he went to SmackDown. Like, yo, don't his boys play football on Friday? Yeah, I don't know. I mein, AJ's solid, so I mean they gonna find something to do.
Yeah.
Yo, where's Truth at? You think our Truth is?
Man, Truth is on TikTok, man. He be on TikTok lives. Making music and all that, man.
I know, but like we ain't seen him in a year. Like, is he cleared?
He might not be medically clear yet, maybe.
I don't know.
He messed up his leg or knee or something like that, right?
Yeah, I know it happened on NXT, and I remember.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I forgot who was it against?
Really, Grayson Waller?
Yes, it was. Yep, it was against Grayson Waller. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully we see him soon, but kind of Tozawa is kind of taking that role.
He is. Man, them
Tozawa's mad.
be so damn funny.
Hey, man, Tozawa is hilarious.
Yeah, I can't even do it. I'll butcher it, but it's so good. Like, yeah.
Tozawa, that's nasty. Oh my god.
I'm glad he's making his money, man. He's making his money. He's having a good time. He can wrestle when they let him. I'm glad he's doing something. I've liked him since the Cruiserweight Classic.
Tozawa was so dope. He is super dope. I want to get on to some. I know you're gonna watch like NXT like that, but we can talk about that topic.
Oh yeah, you brought up an interesting topic. I didn't know was a discussion.
So the topic is it possible that Trick Williams could be a bigger star than Carmelo Hayes?
Do you think he is?
I'm
gonna put the ball in your court.
I mean, he's got. I mean, both of them got the look. They both got charisma, but I think
they have a lot of charisma.
I think Trick might have just an edge on that when in terms of charisma. Yeah, even as a face, like even as a face, like it's
you say even as a face, but I mean
Even
Charisma
when he's a
shows even
heel.
more as a face if you're really charismatic, because people are just gonna automatically.
He is super. Um, he's got the theme song with the whoop that trick and all that. That's super dope, and um, he has pretty much all like the star qualities to be like a main event player. So that's why I'm thinking it's possible, but with the way they're treating like Melo and like Braun being like the next, like they're gonna be like a WrestleMania main event in the
Yeah,
next.
that's why I made sure to watch Stand and Deliver, because I felt like I was watching a WrestleMania main event on the day of WrestleMania. They
That's
had,
the future right there.
um,
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I'm happy Trick is finally showing his ass, because I remember there was a corner of the audience that would kind of
Uh-huh.
hate on Trick when he came out,
Mm-hmm.
when Carmella first came out and Trick was in his corner. I
Yep.
remember people like not fucking with him. So I'm very happy he's shutting that portion up. Um, and I'm very happy he's showing his ass. But I feel like the minute someone really starts to show out, they
Mm-hmm.
have to pit him against somebody, and naturally, it's going to be the guy that he was kind of managing. I don't know, he wasn't managing him, but you know what I mean. He was in his corner.
Yeah.
Um, I just don't know if Trick's done enough for me to put him on that level yet.
Mm.
Melo has everything.
Yep.
He can wrestle his ass off. He has the looks, the I'm him thing, the like everything. He's just dripping with charisma, with athletic ability. I think Trick's gonna be fine. I think they're both gonna be fine. I don't know if I'd say he's a bigger star than Melo.
I say it could be very possible, but
It's
like you said,
possible.
he hasn't done enough on his own.
Yeah, I think I spent too much pressure
Like,
on
yeah,
him, personally.
I still think
I just want both to be great.
it's
Um,
very possible, but I don't know if he's gonna be treated in the same light as Melo, like with what I'm saying.
well, Melo earned the way he's treated. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Trick
mean,
will have the
he won the
ability
breakout.
to
He won
earn
that
stuff.
breakout tournament last year. I mean, you got to remember that he won that breakout tournament last year.
Yeah,
They had him going against Adam Cole, like I think like his first match or something like that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so they believed in him, and in the beginning.
I'm hoping they're able to. Maybe they'll even feud one day. They'll be able to feud for a title or something. And we'll see.
With Trick and Mello,
Yeah.
shit, they feuding right now. If you really think about it.
Are they feuding for the title?
No, they ain't feuding for no title, but like the way they're doing it is
I meant a title match, but yeah, I mean, yeah, they got tension between each other now, right?
yeah, they do. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Didn't who interrupted them? Didn't-
freaking Lexus King. Little,
yeah.
little, little
What the
yeah.
fuck is going on with that kid, man?
Um, I don't know.
That kid said, "I'm not gonna be a Pillman. I'm gonna take the name of the guy that raised me
That
because
raised me. Yep.
he was a piece of shit to me, and I'm gonna steal his name by making his name famous." I
Yep.
like, it's like,
Lexus
did you see that?
King.
Did you see the interview where he said that shit? I'm trying to follow it. I'm like, huh? It was he was like, yeah, he was a piece of shit. So what I'm gonna do, the greatest revenge I can do is take his last name. And I'm
Take his
like,
last name.
and make his last name more famous? What the fuck? But whatever.
Lexus King, man.
I wish him much, much success. Whatever, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Why not? Why not?
um,
Yes, sir.
dog, I feel like there was something I wanted to bring up to you, and it slipped my mind. Oh fuck! What
Yeah.
do you feel about the in-season tournament bullshit?
Decent tournament. Um, people are being teams are being more obviously competitive. It's 500,000 for like each player or whatever. So like it could change the lives of that 15th dude on the bench or whatever. You know, like teams are playing harder. This is what I think. This is what the NBA had wanted. You know, competition. You know, is bring more viewership. Make the game fun. Um, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're like really like aiming for.
Yeah. So the I don't think the viewership for NBA games are really high this time of year. I think that first week it probably is the
Yeah,
tip off week, but after that it skewers down because everybody's watching football right now,
yeah,
and the NBA season is so young at this point.
yeah.
So I think that's a lot of it. But
Almost a month. Almost a month in to the season.
so this tournament makes things interesting. It gets people more interested, and it also I cannot argue with the play going on. It's really competitive because there's money on the line. So whatever works, if it's helping viewership, who am I to say anything? But my point is this: if it's not the NBA Finals, why do I fucking care about
Mm,
it? And like,
mm.
I want them players to get the money. I want
Yes,
them to
sir.
get the money. Get all the money you can while you can, because when you're used up, they're gonna throw you out. So get all the money you can.
Yeah.
I'm with that. And if this helps that, that's great. But my thing is this: in a few years, when
Oh,
franchises are having T-shirts that say 5-time in-season champion, or that people are actually bragging about bullshit like that, I don't want nobody complaining to me. Because I guarantee that's going to happen. People are going to brag about like winning the
yeah.
end of season championships after the season's over. We're the
Uh,
end season champions.
in-season
It's the
champion.
NIT tournament. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Like I don't even care if I'm a Laker fan. I don't care if we win. Like I want the
I
players to get more money.
I
So
do.
get your money.
I
I
I I
kind
give you
of wish that every game was an in-season game because my team plays a whole lot better when it's an in-season game. It's fucking obvious. Like we'll lose to the Kings and then turn around and beat the shit out of I don't know if it's Phoenix or who it was we beat a few days ago. But
Oh, who was it?
I know we beat Phoenix last Friday and we played last
There was
Friday.
two close games like we didn't have with them. Two close games we didn't have with them.
Yeah. We really show up. We want that fucking money, obviously, which is fine. That's cool. I can't fucking blame them. But like at the end of the day, I don't even care. Like I just like when we win an in-season game, I'm just happy that we, you know, it's another W for us.
Yeah.
Like
Who who
I'm not to the point where I care about it yet. Maybe that'll
who,
change
who do you think needs to play better?
in the league.
And on the Lakers.
I think Austin Reeves has been underperforming, which I never thought was going to be a thing.
You didn't think that was gonna be a thing?
Austin
Really?
Reeves underperforming like this after last year?
Yes, I thought
No,
so.
no.
Absolutely.
Why did you think so?
Because when you like, okay, say for instance, right? Um Last, I want to say like after the All-Star break when we made all those trades and everything, right? We got our team on track, right?
Yeah.
Remember in these games, Austin Reeves was going to the free throw line like I want to say what 13 times a game during that stretch. It's probably at least 13 times a game. That's how he got his game going. Go to the free throw line. Okay, all right. Shoot the midi. Shoot. He was a decent like 3-point shooter or whatever. He was decent, and he was decent on the defensive side of the ball. Now with this year here, obviously people want him to take this just super leap. Same thing with Rui. It's too. Same thing with Rui.
Uh-huh.
If Darvin Ham freaking plays the man, um, Reeves has come down. He's come back down to earth, which not surprised. Like a lot of players do. It
Right.
is a lot of players do. But with him playing next to LeBron and AD, he'll and obviously he gonna figure it out. There's been some games this year he didn't ball out.
I got faith in him.
Yeah, and there's been some games this year where he hasn't, done too much. Did you hear the rumors though about the Bulls and the Lakers? You know who's over there. You know who's over there.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, do you think it's possible?
No.
Caruso, I just feel like I just felt like it was.
He need to get out of there though. He needs to leave Chicago. He need to get out of there.
Why do you say that? I know he was doing good.
That team is not good. It's not good. He's in his prime years right now, so he has to go to like a contender type team.
Like Portland.
I ain't necessarily saying he can come to the Lakers. I ain't saying that. I
am.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Come
saying
back
I don't know
home.
how that's because then we have to give up some pieces. We're gonna have to give up we might have to give up D'Lo. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Let's give up D'Lo.
You plan on giving up D'Lo?
For Caruso, yes. You
don't think D'Lo been balling this year?
He has, but Caruso would. It's Caruso, man. I want Caruso back, man.
So who do you want running the point? Reeves?
Huh?
You want Reeves running the point? Yeah, running the point guard.
No.
He a playmaker.
Keep D'Lo.
Just
keep him. Just keep D'Lo.
Unless you want LeBron running the point. Remember what he said? He said, "Hey, I can run the point, right?" That's what he said. That's what he told one of the coaches. You said, I can run the point, right? That's when we won a championship.
Yeah.
Now but also we shouldn't heavily depend on LeBron.
We had to start building a team that can survive without him.
This dude, AD, I know he's hurt. I know he's dealing with a hip injury or something, whatever.
That guy on your shirt?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Uh-huh. He used to be street clothes. He used to be. But he only missed one game this year so far? One game or two so far?
I don't know. I know he got injured.
Yeah, but like I've seen a stat where no, not even a stat. It's like when AD is balling, he is balling like a top 5 player in the league.
Like,
offensively and defensively. Like he is ridiculous. But then there are games where he's just getting schooled. Like I understand Jokic, right? He's arguably the best player in the league.
He is. He's so fucking effortlessly too.
Yeah, he's just this jolly big white dude who is outrunning AD down the court, which I thought was probably impossible. Impossible. And he is just effortless. Like he was making AD look foolish.
Yeah.
But I think what they need to do with AD, they had to put him back in his natural position, which is being a 4.
Yeah.
Power forward. That's how we won the championship. But who was going to be the 5? If you want to put Jackson Hayes out there, you go right ahead. But and plus, AD's heavier. If you notice, AD's he's heavier when he has to play the 5. Whereas in 2019, 2020, he's more on like the kind of like slimmer side. He's probably like a good probably like 230 maybe. And he was able to remember he was shooting just ridiculous in the bubble. He wasn't missing.
Yeah.
He was ridiculous.
Oh my God, AD in the bubble. God.
he could have been MVP. If LeBron didn't turn up in the finals, he could have been finals MVP. I tell you that.
Yeah.
I just think as a team, the Lakers obviously they could be better. I know it's their early season. I know, but still, they're the Lakers. Like
We're still early, man.
They're the Lakers. Like they're supposed to, they're one of the premier teams.
And
In the league.
as we're recording,
Yes,
we're
sir.
we're up.
Who's
We
winning the game?
got the Rockets. We're up by 3, and with about around 8 minutes left in the game.
Amos up in the game. Okay.
Yeah,
I like the sound of that. Okay. All right.
I had to give up league pass, so I'm not watching right now.
I have Hulu, guys, but it's not on Hulu, so just kind of have to stat watch.
It's not on Hulu or YouTube TV. It ain't on TV at all.
Yeah, at all. No.
But yeah, man.
Oh, who has a better theme song? Jimmy or Jay?
Jay.
Jay.
Yeah. Jimmy's song ain't that good.
Okay.
Jay's song ain't that great. Jay's energy makes it work. It's
Okay.
just a rehash of the Uso song. It's not really that creative. But Jimmy's song, it's all right. And Jimmy's character looks like a fucking fool, by the way. He looks so fucking stupid. It was his idea to fucking get to leave. He was the one screaming, "I'm the tribal chief" and all that dumb shit. That was him. Jay was an emotional wreck while it was going on. And then he's the one that turns on Jay, and then he says, "I didn't do that to help Roman. I did that because I love my brother." And then just turns around and he's fucking, "Oh, the bloodline. I'm the quarterback." Whatever the fuck he called it. I don't know what the fuck he said.
Oh, you're on the quarterback. Yeah.
The quarterback, yeah. Brett
No,
said
no,
audible. He looks
no,
stupid. Well, she's a heel, so I guess you could say, well, he's supposed to look foolish because he's supposed to be unlikable, so I guess there's that. But I can't get into the mindset of them. I can't get into the idea. That's the great thing about these bloodline storylines is because you can get into either their mindsets and it all makes sense. He don't make no damn sense. It's like they're just making shit up as they go. I hope it makes more sense closer to Mania because Jay's probably fighting Jimmy, which would be really cool. I know they said a few years ago that was a dream of theirs, and it didn't seem possible then. It's very possible now. I love that idea. I didn't think balls to split the two of them.
Royal Rumble. It's gonna kickstart that whole thing.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble. Easily. It's gonna kick that.
I'm so excited about this year's WrestleMania build up.
It's a lot of possibilities. Who's
The Rock said some shit about how,
oh God.
Whatever. I don't know. I hope. I halfway want Cody and Roman to happen at Royal Rumble. That way Cody can have his moment and then defend the title, and then
Rock said
Roman.
that shit was locked in. Rock said that shit was locked in. I was like, oh my God. So we really could have had it. Like, it really could have been Roman versus Rock.
I wonder what happened. What could have happened?
He didn't really go into detail.
He didn't at all, which we don't owe us that, but
they probably thought that maybe they thought Cody was the better, I guess, story.
Royal Rumble is in a stadium. It's a major event. Cody can have his moment at Royal Rumble. Like,
you want him to have the Royal Rumble?
Eddie Guerrero had his moment at No Way Out, and we still talk about it. It not being a WrestleMania didn't change it. We still talk about Eddie Guerrero beating Brock Lesnar. We still talk about it. We don't. It not being a WrestleMania doesn't hurt anything because he successfully defended it against Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, and that was a moment in itself.
WWE kind of cornered themselves with this, though.
Huh?
WWE kind of cornered themselves with this. It probably has to happen at WrestleMania.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it does at all. It can happen at Royal Rumble and it's fine.
It's not though. Not though, bro. It won't.
It probably won't. I'm just saying it can happen, and nothing's gonna change. Cody can have his moment and then defend the title at Mania against, I don't know, pick somebody. LA Knight, I don't care.
Pick somebody.
It can work. You can pick somebody. But then you can have Roman and Rock at Mania, and they can have the tribal chief match, the head of the who's the real head of the table match, whatever you want to call it. And then that match, which never needed the title to begin with, is more exciting. We really don't know who's going to win. With the title, it's obvious who's going to win. I just think if you have the opportunity to have Rock versus Roman, I'm not one of them people that say, "Oh, don't do it because full time." It's a business. Like
Full time. Oh man.
Rock versus Roman is money. If you have the opportunity to do that match, which Rock seems like he really wants to do it.
I think he wants to do one last one.
Yes, and let it be against his family. That'd be great. And you can do it without a title, and I don't care who goes over. Really, it's cool either way. And then Cody can have his moment at the Royal Rumble, which is fine, and defend it at Mania. Who did he defend it against? I don't know.
Damn, that means Cody will have to be on SmackDown.
If they did do that, who would he defend it against? That's a good question.
Oh, so I mean, so since if he wins it, he'll be on SmackDown or whatever.
Yeah, but anybody can win the Royal Rumble and say, "I choose Cody." So it don't have to.
But here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know who. I mean, I think I have an idea who's going to win, like the women's Royal Rumble.
Who you think's going to
do
that?
She hasn't been on TV in a while.
Who?
Liv.
That'd be cool. She's got a lot of respect from the audience. People love her. People respect her. She's earned the respect.
And I think I can probably guarantee if Rhea's still a champion,
she'd have to go against Rhea because Rhea put her on the show. Yeah. I just don't give Liv a chance. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe
now
I do.
the men's shit.
Dude, what if Punk came back and
for Rumble?
Yeah, and then
and won?
Yeah, and then put Cody over at Mania.
Yo.
I mean, obviously they probably wouldn't do that. And I'm not even saying that's the right move to make. It probably ain't. I don't know, but
Punk gonna be like, I need that time.
Or even Orton. Orton could put Cody over because
I did think about Orton too.
Yeah, because Orton is they have history, legacy, and everything.
Yep, that's true. That is very true. I don't know. With the men's, it's kind of a toss up right now.
The Miz.
I don't know. I said the men's. The men's.
Oh, the
not
Miz.
the Miz.
I was gonna say I love the Miz, but man, what? Huh?
Not the Miz.
Okay. All right with you.
Not the Miz. Nope. Not the Miz. How do you feel about Miz being a babyface right now?
I'm happy he's getting some type of flowers. That's my thing. I think people are ready to cheer for him. They're ready to respect him. He's done this for so long. I'm hoping this feud with Gunther lasts a little longer than just past this Survivor Series. I'm hoping we'll see. Everyone knows he's not going to beat Gunther.
Okay, I want to ask with Gunther, right? Obviously, he's been a great champion, right?
Great champion. Oh yeah, and he also said he outgrew. He feels he outgrew the Intercontinental Championship. He wants to be World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah. He also said something about the Ultimate Warrior too.
Yeah, he did.
It's like the Dark Ages or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a bad time in wrestling or something to that degree or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I expect a guy that wrestles the way he wrestles and looks at wrestling the way he looks at it, the whole mad is sacred thing. I expect him to have views like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, there's a reason WWE wrestlers wrestled the way they wrestled in the 80s, and it was the number one brand in wrestling because obviously that was the brand that was crossing over. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of looking at something from the past and viewing it with modern shades. You know what I mean? But I mean, that fits Gunther. I expect it. I don't expect Gunther to be an Ultimate Warrior fan. I don't expect that. That didn't shock me. What it is. So Ultimate Warrior, I'll defend Ultimate Warrior's work for what it was. I mean, it worked for its time. For a reason.
First time,
People that are my dad and my mom's age that watch Ultimate Warrior, that don't give a fuck about wrestling now, still talk about how badass Ultimate Warrior was. So obviously, his shit worked.
It worked, yeah.
People are still talking about it. It hit something here, which is really what entertainment is. It's about hitting people's hearts, hitting people's, give a damn button and caring. And Ultimate Warrior was able to do that by hook or by crook, whether you like the shit or not. He was able to do it. But
I was gonna say, do you feel like there's a lack of story building with Gunther's reign?
no, I don't. I feel like he is the story. Like it don't always have to be like I'm a story guy. Like I do like a good story. Sometimes it can get overboard, but I do like cinema, like what the Bloodline was
Yes,
last year.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's wrestling at its best. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with something simple enough as this guy's a bad motherfucker. Nobody can beat him. This is a list of people that want to beat him. Let's see one by one them try. There's nothing wrong with that. That's real life. That happens in real. That was Mike Tyson's reign in real life, and everybody fucking loved it. It's the same shit. It, it don't always have to be that. So no, I disagree with that. I
Okay.
disagree with that take. I feel like what Gunther's doing is great. I love watching it. I'm interested to see him be World Heavyweight Champion one day and doing the same thing.
It's gonna be interesting who takes it from him.
But I don't know because I don't know. If Cody's going to SmackDown and if he's winning the WWE Championship, I feel like LA Knight should go to Raw so he can be World Heavyweight Champion. But at the same time, you have Gunther there that
Yes.
says he's tired of the Intercontinental title. He wants to be World Heavyweight Champion. What do you do at that point?
Who takes the title from him? Who?
Yeah, exactly. Gunther was
Unless
the
it's
person
somebody
to
he
be said,
has.
but once that happens, Gunther can't just lose the World Heavyweight Championship the next day or the next month. He's got to have a long ass reign. And then here, or LA Knight getting older and still not being world champion, we have to put world title in at some point because he's not the future. LA Knight's not the future.
He's the now.
He's the now. So we have to take advantage of the shit now. It's like we say about LeBron James now on the Lakers. He's not the future of the Lakers. I'm not trying to compare LA Knight to LeBron James. I know how that fucking sounds.
Yeah.
I'm not comparing him greatness wise. I'm comparing him age wise. Like LA Knight we have to strike while he's this fucking hot. We have to put a title on him. But what title do we put on him? I don't know. Obviously, Cody has to be WWE champion, or it just doesn't make sense. He's got a story with Dusty, so it's got to be the WWE championship. So you got to LA Knight on Raw. Then what? I don't know.
I think, like you said earlier, him and Logan. If Logan holds on to the title for that long, which I think he probably will, to WrestleMania, LA Knight, Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's my pick. That's what I'd like.
I could see
LA Knight be United States beat Logan Paul for the United States Championship at WrestleMania, and then win the World Heavyweight Championship at some point.
At some point, yes.
Or get drafted to SmackDown or something, and I'm not drafted to SmackDown, drafted to Raw, and then because he's not beating Cody, and he probably shouldn't. They should keep them separate for a while.
Who who'd you say? Who'd you say they should keep separate?
LA Knight and Cody.
Oh yeah.
Let them be their own stars. Let them do their own.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I
agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely.
But yeah,
it's gonna be interesting. All that unfolds. With is Gunther? They're on the card, right? Are they on the card? Or is that?
Gunther, Yes, Gunther's on the Survivor Series card. He's got Miz. Remember?
Miz. No, I just want to make sure they were on the card. That's why I want to make sure. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Okay,
Which he hasn't been on a pay-per-view in a while, right? He's been doing television matches.
Yeah. He's been killing on TV. I think the last one was
was it Ciampa, or did he have one after Ciampa? He had one after Ciampa.
Yeah, he had one after Ciampa.
Otis? No.
No.
I can't remember. I know
Because what was the last pay-per-view match he had?
Oh, pay-per-view match? Oh, the last match, yeah, was Bronson. It was Bronson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, the last
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yeah.
Um, I
I've
don't
seen
know.
Bronson
I
on
feel
my
like
TV
Gable
too.
needs a rematch at some point, and I feel like they're gonna give it to him.
Gable. Yeah.
Imagine if Gable. I think Gable should be the one to beat him.
Ooh, see, I do like that pick. I
That's
like that.
career making.
I like that.
That's career making.
I like that.
And out of
I
all
obviously,
the people that people cheer, I mean, people have been into every Gunther match, but I feel like that one was the most.
people have when it comes to Gunther and who they want to beat him. There's two names. He didn't wrestle with them over in the UK and all that. Tyler Bate and
What?
and Ilya Dragunov.
That's who they want to beat Gunther for their Intercontinental Championship.
Those are like the two because it's history.
Yeah, I get it. I don't want to shit on that.
Because it's history.
I'd rather Chad Gable win it.
I know. I understand. I understand.
I'd rather Gable. I mean, that would just make him, and he's always been great. People have always liked him, but I think a lot of people ain't seen what he can do, and I feel like that Gunther match showed it more than anything. But yeah, I get it. I mean, you can't discount history in a great title match. So I mean, I can't fuck with that. If that ends up being what they do, that's great.
But I don't know though, since I don't really know what they're doing with Tyler Bate in NXT. It's kind of having him, do his thing. And Dragunov is the NXT champion, so you know, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. What do you think about Theory and Waller?
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
A-Town down.
When they first started hanging out, I was like, I don't know if I believe it. And here's why. I feel like those two guys, they're both young, they both got a good look, they both have the same type of attitude. I feel like if this was real, those two guys, maybe they would get along, but in a competitive atmosphere like the WWE, I feel like if anything, they would be ops. I feel like they would clash. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
the hottest shit. No, I'm the hottest shit. Like I'm the future. No, I'm the future. You know what I mean?
Right.
On some competitive shit. On some I'm the best. I'm the future of the show. No motherfucker, I am. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would have been more authentic. But then again, how do you do that when the crowd hates both of them? You know, they're both really, good heels. So I understand the tag team thing and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
of
I don't
it,
mind it in a tag team.
but I
I
don't
think
know.
I think eventually they'll, obviously butt heads.
I want to see him feud, man.
Yeah,
Grayson
I've been
Waller,
there for a minute. Yeah, I want. It just depends on who do you want to turn. Who?
Grayson Waller is a good wrestler. Theory is a very good wrestler. Grayson Waller to me is a better character and has more charisma.
Grayson, he's kind of innovative. With the moves he does, like
Grayson,
the hard way thing that he does with the elbow, joint
yeah,
that he
that's cool.
the little
Yeah,
now
I've
I
always been
hate
more of a Grayson guy than a Theory guy.
yeah.
I've always felt that.
I was never a big I was never a big Grayson guy, guys. You can ask Mercedes this. Never
Yeah,
was. I had to be sold on it. I had to. So eventually I was sold on. I was like, you know what, this dude is good. He's good.
yeah.
Same thing with Theory too. Like
I see Theory, and I just know he has it.
yeah.
I'm disconnected to him, and I don't know why.
Hey,
And they're trying to give him the Grayson Waller rub to kind
the
of change.
Grayson Waller Road, man.
But I
Yeah.
feel like Grayson
That
Waller
Cena
is
that
killing
Cena
it.
that Cena shit did not do him any favors. It didn't
No,
do him any favors. Cena dressed him down, man. Like straight up,
Yeah, he did.
dressed him down. Like there was no like, and the fact that he obviously went to toe to toe with him and everything, and even with the moment he had with the Rock and all that, that was dope, cool, right? But
Yeah.
it still didn't like. He kind of got that stench off of him, I still think he's working through the motions, kind of still. Um, he's a good worker. He's pretty solid. The things he's doing with him and Waller and Kevin Owens and all that, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just like you said, there is kind of a disconnect, but I think once they kind of figure it out, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be okay. But
I hope he finds it.
this is a team that they can't be together for long. Now, like remember the Dirty Dogs?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
They remind you of the Dirty Dogs?
No, I don't think they remind me of the Dirty Dogs. Because it was too much charisma with the Dirty Dogs. It was too much.
No.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
No.
It's too much charisma.
No.
It's way too much.
That was not the problem. That was the problem with the Dirty fucking Dogs too. You think it was too much charisma? That was their problem? That was their problem.
What was their problem?
They were fucking lame. And I've never seen Robert Roode lame ever.
Remember the
Dolph Ziggler was never a lame guy. All of a sudden they're hanging out together and they're bringing out the lamest part of both.
Remember the Roman Reigns segment that they did?
No, I don't want to remember that shit. With Baron. Oh, that was just too much charisma. Oh my god.
Wow, that was so disgusting. It was
I turned my fucking TV off.
Man. It was so nasty. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Like,
it was so disgusting.
So yeah, Grayson and Theory don't have that problem.
No. It just Grayson has a lot more charisma, honestly.
Yeah. I hope Theory figures it out because Theory is a lot of talent.
But yeah, he's hella talented. He is.
It's the same thing. It's not as bad, but it's similar to what I was talking about with Zoe. I don't believe he speaks. I don't believe him.
That Cena shit did. Oh my god.
He has his moments. He has a great look.
He did stand toe to toe with The Rock. So how
did he stand toe to toe with him? Like he looked him in his eye. What do you mean when you say he stood toe to toe with him? Like he went with him.
He didn't get dressed down like he did with Cena. I still think he held his own. I still think that.
Yeah, The Rock just did the Rock stuff to him. Like he did
Shut your bitch ass.
Shut your bitch ass up. I don't know. Austin Theory has manifested himself into the position he's in today. He's on TV every week. He looks great. He has been in the ring with people he's looked up to his whole life. People we looked up to our whole life. We're the same age as him. I have nothing but praise as far as that's concerned. He's
a very good
because I'm a fan and I'm disconnected and I don't want to be disconnected. I hope he finds it. Grayson Waller, man, has just been swimming with sharks and he's been killing it. And
Grayson? Yeah, once they put him in deep end with Edge, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
It touched the fuck out of him.
I was like, damn. And then he stood 10 toes. I was like,
yeah.
He's the guy. He's the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Lakers won. Let's go. Lakers won. Let's go.
Okay. What are we? 8-6 now?
Lakers won.
Hey, we got a winning record.
Won by 1 point. Let's go.
Against the Houston Rockets.
Yeah. Solid. So LeBron had 37 points, man. What the hell?
Houston actually outscored us in the fourth quarter.
Dylan Brooks, man.
Dylan Brooks.
Whatever,
we won. I'll take it.
Yeah.
At this point, the season's still early. We're still figuring shit out.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, it's about an hour and a half in, man. I'm a sign. I'm gonna sign off on this one, and we'll return to y'all next week.
Yes,
Oh,
sir. It's been man, it's been a long time, man. But I'm glad we're back at it.
yeah, man, we back at it. We'll be back next week with another episode. We're still getting our feet back wet into this whole thing. From Vassetti B to JJ Mosley, thank you for kicking it with us. Turnbuckles and Turntables, episode 4. We'll see y'all down the road.
A-Town down.
Man, I promise I'ma take it to the peak. I was on fuels, now I'm on full, no pool. I remember when my tank was on E. I swear. Bet on me, bet on me, bet on me, bet on me.